Next, we'll add our windows. So I'm going to open the south elevation view in my project browser. I'm going to double click and kind of zoom a little bit to see it better. And I'm going to click on the window command, and then I'm going to load in a family of fixed windows. So I need to go back to the folder. So to do that, I'm just going to go look in, and I'm going to go back to US Imperial. And then I'm going to scroll down to Windows, and I'm just going to put in a fixed window. So I'm going to scroll till I find Window, Fixed, and Open. I'm going to add 2 windows kind of approximately. There is no actual requirements for where I have them just yet. So I'm just going to kind of place them roundabout. Now I'm going to open up my level 1 floor plan. So I'm going to double click on the lower level floor plan. And then there's steps of making it so that these windows appear in the view range, which I don't personally have to do. You probably won't have to do either. But if you do, that's just in the properties bar. If we scroll down for our view extents, you can change your view range, and you can change where this cut plane is, so that this way you can see your windows in the plan if you can see them. There's also steps for if you have windows that conflict with the wall. So if this window, for example, was, let me drag it, if it was placed in the middle of that wall, you can move them. So I'm going to use the move tool to move this window where it's 2'6" from that wall. And then my window over here, I'm going to move it so that, come on, move, there we go. So that this endpoint is 9'6" from this wall. So I'm going to move it so that at first it's right on that wall, and then I'm going to move from that point over 9'6". And hit escape. Now I'm going to go back into my south elevation. So I'm going to scroll down in my project browser and double click on the south elevation. And I'm going to select my window and go into edit type. I'm going to duplicate the window. I'm going to call it 36 by 36. Enter. I'm going to change its width to be 3 feet. And I don't need to change its height to be 3 feet because mine already was, but I wanted a width and a height of 3 feet. I'm going to click OK. And I can also select this one or hold Control and select both of them, and select this one to change it to a 36 by 36 as well. Now I'm going to have my windows align with height, and they want, in the instructions, the way they describe it is to have the window perfectly on top of here. But then it would conflict with the floor, so I really don't like that idea. I just want to have them so that they are at even heights with each other at least. So I'm just going to make it so that the height of this window is the same height as this one. So to do that, I'm going to click on my left window and use the Align tool, which is right here, and select the top of this trim and the top of that one. And you can see that it shifted that right window down ever so slightly so that this way they were in line with each other. I'm just going to hit Escape twice and then exit that command. Now I'm going to add windows in the entry-level plan. So I'm going to double-click on the entry-level floor plan. And in my Properties palette, I'm going to scroll down for Underlay. And I'm going to set my underlay to None now, because I no longer need all of that different pieces of information underneath it. I'm going to go into my View options, and I want to set Thin Lines, which I can do up here, or I can go into the View tab, and I can turn Thin Lines on. Either way, I'm going to get the same end result. Then back in the Architecture tab, I'm going to click on the Window option, and I want a fixed window that is 36 by 72, which I currently don't have. But if I scroll up, I do have a fixed one here that's 36 by 72. I'm going to select that one, and I'm going to place 3 windows on this west wall. Next is I'm going to make them so that they're equal distance from each other. So I'm going to hit Escape twice, and then I can either use the Dimension option here, or I can go to Annotate and do Aligned, and I want to have them aligned from all of these spots. So to do that, I just click on Align, click, 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 and then move out and click to place them. You'll notice there's this little EQ button, and if I click that, it moves the windows so that this way everything is now spaced in equal distance from each other. I'm going to hit Escape twice. I'm going to click on this dimension line, and I'm going to hit Delete. And in this pop-up warning, it tells me that it's still going to keep that constraint of keeping everything in equal distance from each other, even though I'm deleting this, which is exactly what I want. So I'm going to click OK and save my work so far.